The idea of an elephant, the mighty giant of the animal kingdom, being scared of a tiny mouse has been a source of fascination and humor for centuries. Cartoons, movies, and even some literature have popularized this concept, making it one of the most recognized animal myths worldwide. But what is it about a mouse that would make an elephant, weighing thousands of pounds, quiver in fear? Is there any truth behind this belief, or is it simply a myth crafted and amplified by human imagination? As much as it entertains, this myth warrants a deeper look into elephant behavior, scientific evidence, and the reality of animal interactions. Let's delve into the origins of this myth, analyze the scientific perspective, and see why it has managed to endure across cultures and time. Origins of the myth. The notion of elephants fearing mice dates back to ancient civilizations, with one of the earliest records attributed to the Greek philosopher Pliny the Elder. In 77 AD, Pliny noted a story of a mouse supposedly driving an elephant into a frenzy by climbing up its trunk, claiming this was due to an inherent fear of suffocation. While this may sound plausible, it was based on observation rather than scientific understanding. Centuries later, in the 1600s, an Irish physician named Alan Mullen echoed Pliny's assertion, suggesting that elephants lack an epiglottis, the small cartilage in the throat that keeps out foreign objects, making them more prone to choking if a mouse entered their trunk. This theory, which has since been debunked, persisted and gave weight to the myth. These ancient accounts and misinterpretations helped solidify the belief in the elephant's fear of mice, creating a story that would endure well into modern times. The role of cartoons and pop culture. In the early 20th century, cartoons and movies popularized the concept of elephants fearing mice, giving it a humorous twist that captivated audiences of all ages. Disney's Dumbo is one such example, where the baby elephant is depicted as terrified of a mouse, reinforcing the idea for millions of viewers. Tom and Jerry and other animated series continue to showcase this exaggerated fear, making it seem like a universal truth. Even in today's media, the image of an elephant startled by a mouse is used to add humor and contrast, pitting the largest land animal against a tiny rodent. This portrayal taps into our fascination with unlikely scenarios and is reinforced by the power of visual media, where repetition turns fictional portrayals into accepted facts. Although purely fictional, the trope is so memorable that it has firmly cemented the myth in popular culture. What science says. Are elephants truly afraid? Science offers a starkly different perspective on this myth. According to researchers and elephant behavior specialists, elephants are not inherently afraid of mice. Josh Plotnick, a researcher at the University of Cambridge, specializing in elephant behavior and intelligence, notes that elephants tend to be cautious of any small animals moving around their feet, primarily due to surprise rather than fear. The primary reason elephants react to quick, unexpected movements is their sensitivity to vibrations and ground movements, not a specific fear of mice. Elephants have complex social structures and exhibit curiosity, which often leads them to investigate rather than flee from unfamiliar creatures. Their behavioral responses are more about maintaining caution and awareness of potential threats than experiencing genuine fear. Real reasons elephants might react to small animals. Elephants' startle responses are not exclusive to mice, but extend to any small creature or sudden movement near their feet. Due to their large size, elephants have limited visibility of the ground close to them, making them more vigilant toward anything scurrying near their feet. This vigilance serves as a protective mechanism in the wild, where unexpected movements could signal potential threats, such as snakes or predators targeting young elephants. This survival instinct makes elephants cautious, even with small animals they might otherwise ignore. Additionally, their sensitive trunks and feet can pick up subtle vibrations, meaning a sudden movement from a small animal might trigger a quick reaction. This startle response, mistaken for fear, is more a testament to their survival instincts and protective behavior than to any specific fear of mice. Testing the theory in zoos. In controlled environments like zoos, there's ample evidence that elephants coexist peacefully with mice. Zookeepers at various institutions report that elephants often encounter mice around their enclosures, especially near their hay, where mice forage for food. Observations show that elephants remain unbothered by the presence of these small rodents, and in some cases, elephants are known to allow mice to move freely over their trunks and bodies without showing any distress. Zookeepers at the Cincinnati Zoo, for example, have noted that their elephants are indifferent to mice or other small creatures, demonstrating no signs of fear or agitation. These observations support the notion that elephants' responses are largely situational and more related to their surroundings, rather than an ingrained fear of mice. This evidence counters the myth, showing that elephants do not exhibit avoidance or distress in the presence of mice. The element of surprise. Elephants' real fear trigger. Elephants are among the most intelligent animals, capable of complex problem-solving and social interactions. However, like many animals, they are susceptible to being startled by sudden and unexpected movements, a reflexive reaction rather than fear. In the wild, anything that quickly moves or slithers near their feet might catch them off guard, especially given their limited ground-level vision. Elephants rely on acute hearing and tactile sensitivity to understand their environment, so sudden disruptions in their sensory perception, whether from mice, cats, or even wind, can provoke a startle response. For instance, a fast-moving snake or a sudden brush with vegetation can cause an elephant to jerk away reflexively. The startle response is a natural defense mechanism, allowing elephants to avoid potential threats and remain alert in their environment. Thus, while elephants may react to sudden stimuli, this reaction does not equate to fear, but rather a keen sense of awareness. Elephant sensory abilities and perception. Elephants have highly developed senses, particularly when it comes to touch and smell, thanks to their iconic trunks. The trunk alone contains over 40,000 muscles, allowing elephants to perceive minute vibrations and sense in their environment. This remarkable sensory perception aids them in identifying food, water, and other animals. Elephants can detect seismic vibrations through their feet, which alert them to distant or nearby movements, an essential skill for survival in the wild. However, this heightened sensitivity also means that sudden, unexpected contact can startle them momentarily. Elephant experts explain that the animal's acute senses are geared towards ensuring their safety and the safety of their herd, not avoiding creatures like mice. Their ability to detect subtle environmental changes can lead to momentary reactions, often mistaken as fear in the presence of small animals. Debunking the myth, mice and the elephant's trunk. One of the most persistent elements of the myth is that a mouse crawling up an elephant's trunk would cause a panic reaction due to a fear of choking. However, elephant anatomy contradicts this claim. The epiglottis in elephants, like in humans, functions to block unwanted objects from entering the windpipe. According to elephant expert Richard Lair, should a mouse venture into an elephant's trunk, the elephant could effortlessly blow it out with a powerful exhalation. The idea that elephants could choke on a mouse has no basis in scientific anatomy or behavior. And that's the truth behind the myth of elephants and mice. If you enjoyed uncovering the reality behind this fascinating tale, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more intriguing animal facts and myth-busting content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.